to the Roundtable, episode 28. We are here to scare you, shock you, and really just to have a good time. We're going to talk about some everyday stuff, what's going on, a little bit of this and that, what's going on in the news, and we're going to tell you some scary stories. I want to hear who thinks they know who I am. And let me bring in my most beautiful co-host. Hey, Salvador. See Wilson. What's good, you guys? Okay, look at who we got here. None other than
Dorothy.
Dorothy. Click them heels, girl. Right? Oh, so good to see you. You look so cute. I love it. I love that.
You're Tiffany.
Tiffany. Yep, Tiffany, the bride of Chucky.
Nice.
I like I said earlier, I feel like this marriage is really going to work. This is the one.
Yeah, that's so cute. Oh my God.
Okay, and we have to bring in none other than the gentleman on the panel himself. And let's see what he's got. What does he have up his sleeve?
Who? Wait, hold on. Hold on.
That's so cute.
How you ladies doing? Hey, click your heels, Denise. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Oh, she's got them on.
What's
Chucky's bride.
You thought
I seen that post and I said, when I seen that post you posted up earlier, Jen, I said, Jen found somebody, but it's the bride of Chucky, huh?
I found the bride of Chucky, Tiffany.
All right.
I had to Google her name because I'm like,
looking at you.
Her actual name.
Looking at you.
That looks cool, house man.
Hey,
really
cool. I would have a striped suit, but it ain't coming in until tomorrow. They messed up big time, and I was kind of like, but it is what it is. I'll wear it on my Friday Night Live,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You look really good. And you know what? Just go ahead and tell the people, if you don't mind. Your daughter did that, right?
Oh, yeah. My daughter does this stuff. She kind of like hooks it up,
That is some talent right there, you guys. Coming from a former makeup artist back in the day, that is some talent right there.
And she's good at what she does, man. She does. Yeah.
So, okay, let's see.
Mr. Goyo, gracias.
Yes.
Saludos, everybody.
It's been a minute. Good to see you, my boy.
Hello. American Topper. Brenda Love.
Thank you, everybody.
Purple.
Man, we should have got Strange Days in here.
Right? I thought maybe Strange Days would pop in, man.
I thought about it, but then I remembered he mentioned starting that new job. So I was like, he's probably.
Yeah.
But, if he pops in, then he can always jump on.
I said, I'm a prisoner of love, by James Brown. Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah.
Prisoner of love.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that. Mr. Goyle says, Jen, Denise, and the homeboy house. I send mines. Yay. Good costume.
Send mines, good luck.
Thank you. It's good to see you, Mr. Goyle. Shout out to you and the family.
Brenda.
Hey, where's the scarecrow? Where's the scarecrow at, Dorothy?
I lost my dog.
Toto.
Split.
Where's Toto?
Hey, I could have loaned you a cat and a dog.
What? I came back from my daughter's house and I was looking at my dog. He was like, what the? He's looking at me like, what? And he was going like this and just backing down, sitting down like this. And I said, it's just me. He's just looking at me. So when I got him and I went for a walk a little bit, just right up here, he was just looking at me, like just jumping around, looking at me. He wouldn't do nothing else. I'm like, he didn't recognize me. I mean, he sensitive, but he's like, what the hell happened to you?
Yeah, he was tripping out on you, huh?
Right. Kivolina Lopes.
Yes. Well, you know what? I feel like because we missed last week, I have to take it back because I know that Denise got to go to an actual live Cowboys game. So I would love to hear about it, sis, if you don't mind.
Definitely.
Yeah. The first time we ever been to the stadium. It's a new stadium out in Inglewood. It's called SoFi Stadium. My husband surprised me with some tickets, and it was kind of different. We usually get seats on the bottom or middle field. and we were like up in the friggin' with the birds, like up
Yeah.
high. So I was like hesitant to go up there, but I'm like, nah. And then we went up there, we sat down, and we're like in this perfect spot, like diagonal from the field, and it wasn't too far. It was just right. So yeah, they played. They won. I forgot the score. Oh my god.
Hey, they won by what, 3 points?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the other team's ball, and we intercepted at the last minute of the game. The last minute. So everybody went crazy. I was told by you house that there was so many fights there. I didn't see any fights.
Yeah. There was a lot of fights, man. People were slipping and sliding, and girls were punching and pulling hair, and guys were socking, and it was like there was quite a few people involved.
And I'm telling you, the floor was slippery because I was like, man, I even told my husband, the floor's slippery. And you see those guys, sliding on in, right? Just to throw goals.
Right.
No, it was fun though. We had a good time. We ate, and what does that say?
Was it like
nice?
Was the like energy good? Did you feel it?
We had there was so many Cowboy fans. When we're sitting and there was like about 50 people, there was not maybe 2 Charger fans there.
Oh, wow.
You know what?
The majority is Cowboys,
When I told you that, Denise, when I says, hey, because I was watching the game, I says, I seen you because you were the only Cowboys fan there, but no. But you know what? When the Steelers,
a sea of Cowboy fans. The
Steelers went in last weekend and they went and they won, man. They won the Rams too, man. They beat them. So shout out to them Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers won.
Give G Lou, how you doing, brother? How's it going, everybody in the chat? Turbo,
everybody. I'm clicking my heels over here.
Thank you.
But yeah, we walked out, we left, and it was all good. I only seen one guy get arrested as we were walking to the car, but
she said only one.
No, I mean.
Right?
You expect a bunch of people. You would expect like more than that, but
yeah. You know what? It was the beer. They were saying the alcohol. There was a lot of alcohol involved in there in those fights and stuff. Which alcohol.
We walked around tailgate. We walked around there, and people were everybody was just having fun. And
Gilbo AZ, how you doing, brother?
And they sell beer in there. Yeah, they do.
Saludos, Cholo.
Thank you.
$8.
Yeah.
$8 in Modelo, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Just for one? $8.
Yeah. One beer was $8. So, they were getting drunk in and out of the stadium.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, brother, saludos. Yeah, that's crazy. I seen some of the fights after the fact. Yeah, but that was, I liked the seat you had, Denise. Like, I feel like you got a bird's eye view of everything that was going on right there. Like, you could see down into the field and.
Yeah, it was just a hell of a stair walk, and I was just like, "Oh my god, these stairs are killing me."
Oh, okay. Yeah, on the way up, it's like that feeling when you go on a roller coaster, huh? Like that.
The way up, yeah.
Going up.
Yeah,
that's the worst part.
It was like this, and like that. I'm like, oh shit. But no, it had fun. We had a good time.
That's good, man. That's good. That's
good. Shout out to your hubby for hooking that up too. That's cool.
He looked like he enjoyed himself there too, man. He was all with his Chuck Taylors and the shirt.
He was just sitting there all quiet, and the guy in back of us, he goes, "Hey, he's like, you're so quiet," and then he goes, "Oh, because it's not my team."
Oh, it's not?
No, he's a Rams fan.
Oh, okay.
And the guy was like, "Oh, okay, that's why you're so quiet."
Now it makes sense. Right.
Saludos, everybody, Teresa, Indica. You know what? I said, I felt like having some Little Caesars the other day, right? And I walked into this Little Caesars out here, and it says there, Rams house. Whose house? Rams house, right? Yeah, and I'm like, I said, Steelers. Steelers came and whooped their ass.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice stadium for reals.
That's cool. that I've never been to a professional game still. Like,
you know what I've been to college, a USC and UCLA one. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to about I've been to so many games. Probably, if I can count, maybe at least 12.
All right, all
That's
right.
fun.
Yeah, at least 12 games. When they're here, we go see them, you know?
Yeah.
We've been to Texas, so
Yeah. Even Cholo Trucker says it's a great stadium.
yeah.
So that's cool. You got to check it out. Awesome.
Saludos, Jojo LB. Que
Hi, Jojo LP.
Thank you, Lena, for stopping by.
Yes,
Much
Lena.
less to go.
Much love.
everybody in the chat room. Brenda
Yes,
Love.
real, everyone. So, what did you do, House? What did your
You
week
know,
or 2 weeks actually since we've been together? What
yeah,
did
it's been a while. I've been busy doing things with my
Mhm,
friend, family. Had some people, my family come from north, do a drive by and stop for a little bit,
mhm.
do a little visit because they came over here too. What was that place? Uh, Knott's Berry Farm, and so they made their way
Oh,
down this way. So I seen them this weekend. Church, you're talking. What do you call that? Uh, what do you call that thing? It's a anniversary. So we had this big old cookout and everything over there, and
Nice.
it was bomb, man. Also full. Made some
mhm.
bomb ass potato salad and stuff, and just enjoyed it with my kids, grandkids. But now they're getting sick right now. I was like, my daughter
Oh,
was sick. I said, just don't let me get sick. But I tried painting my face, and it doesn't look like this. I'm telling you that because I can't see with the glass like this, and I'm like, I didn't. I just said, I'm going over there, man.
Right. It looks good. She did an amazing job. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
hmm
I love that. I love to see that.
Yeah.
So,
But
let's see. I'm trying to think, like, what did I do? Well, same thing. My little one's been sick, so that kind of like
oh,
I feel like I don't know, every time she goes back to school, it's something. They want you to send the kids to school. They don't want them to be absent. They want a doctor's note if they miss more than one day. But it's like I feel like some parents are so pressured by like not wanting to get in the trouble with because they like will get the DA involved and get parents on truancy. So a lot of parents are sending their kids to school sick, and then the rest of us are dealing with our kids getting sick.
Yeah, yeah.
It's frustrating.
yeah.
It really is because I feel like my little one,
Good one,
Ruby.
they love. How you doing, they love?
Yes,
I
shout out
love
Salad Bowl
Jojo.
81. That's what's up.
Yeah, this is the only thing I got in the package was this uh prisoner hat and the things
Mhm.
they didn't even send their other stuff, so I had to reorder it again because they said, "Oh, not till November the 1st." I said, "November 1st?" I
Wow.
said, "It said on there it's going to be sent tomorrow." I have that Prime, so I
Oh
didn't get it, so I reordered again. Okay, I'll get there the next day. And it's going to be here tomorrow. I'm like, damn, but
yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just keep on putting it.
Well, hopefully it gets here before next Tuesday.
No, it's going to be here tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good, good. Yeah, Ruby's costume got here today, so she was all happy when we got back from
Aw.
picking her up from school. She was happy to see
Nada.
her. That's right. Shout out to
What
Nayla.
about them Steelers there, JoJo?
Is that your team
Yeah,
too, Jojo?
Cholo went
Oh
to.
yeah, I see the
That's
jersey
King
now.
también. Yeah.
I'd like to hear a Cholo story about going to the game.
That's right. I know. If Cholo, I don't know what you're doing right now, but if you can jump on, tell us about it.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
I don't know if it was his first time there at that stadium either, but man.
I think he's been
Oh,
there.
you know what?
Yeah.
Do you guys know the water that's in the stadium? The little lake? They found
Uh-huh.
a dead body in there.
Yeah, we heard about that a while back. Yeah,
Yeah, a while
Like
back.
recently or
I think
like-
maybe like 4 or 5 months ago.
yeah, I heard about
oh
that.
my gosh.
Yeah, I was gonna read about it and I totally forgot.
That's crazy.
Totally
Oh,
forgot.
yeah, that's crazy. So what is the plan? So we're doing this like, obviously we're
On the fly.
a week early to the day because we figure a lot of you guys are going to be out with your little ones or maybe your grandkids or maybe you guys even might be out trick-or-treating next week. So we wanted to give you guys a little something to look at, wear costumes and tell some stories. But who knows? Maybe next week on Tuesday we might go live out and
Hey,
about.
on your program, you're Dorothy, right, Denise?
Mhm.
Well, I know I used to be scared of those monkeys when I was a little kid, man.
For
The monkey
Yes.
with the tail,
real?
wings. Yeah, they used to freak me out. I'm like, damn, you're weird, man.
They're
Yeah,
scary, right? Well, they made them look all vicious too in that.
yeah, they did. They had gargoyle wings and stuff like that.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
made
yeah.
them look crazy.
How
Yeah,
funny.
so I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna take. I mean, I don't really go all crazy anymore. Um, I'll probably take. They have something like a, how do they call it? A trunk or treat
Yeah.
at the
Yeah, yeah.
church, where like everybody brings like their lowriders, their oldie cars, and they just give candy out, from the back of their cars. So
Yeah.
I feel like I've always had good luck with taking Ruby there, and she gets all kinds of candy. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and it's
My
safe,
my
Yes.
grandson went to one just recently, and he won $25 gift certificate and not gift certificate, money, cash, and
Nice.
a trophy for his costume. So I was like, oh,
Okay,
cool. Yeah,
that's
it
what's
was
up.
good.
Little kids.
All right,
Aw.
that's nice.
Oh, nobody robbing little kids for the candy.
For the next week.
Right? People probably do. I'm not even.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not.
no, yeah.
You
They
know
did
they.
when we're little. They did when we were young.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
When we were young, we had this. We would go to the rich people's houses down the way, and
Yeah.
they would go all out, like the whole block, the whole cul-de-sac. So we would like walk through there and walk through a maze, and it was amazing.
Now these days it's not like it used to be.
No.
You have to go somewhere like Knott's Berry Farm or some other haunted house. But before communities, you'd see a lot of this happen.
Mhm.
You see a lot of people participating. But now over here, I see less and less.
Really? Look at
Uh,
this.
hey, she's about. Hey, she took your shit. Oh, Vanessa's not here, huh? I said she took
Vanessa,
Vanessa's shoes.
yeah, I
Hey,
can't walk.
don't trip. Don't
Yeah,
trip.
I was gonna say, can you walk in them? In the shoes? Duty
Hey,
free?
I can't really walk anymore in heels, but one
Okay.
here they have one down the way here.
hey, Spencer, Jen, if I keep on looking at you, but my eyes are painted that way.
Oh, they're all like it just fixed. So.
Can't move them.
Yeah, cost. Hey, that looks cool though, man.
Yeah.
I know. I'm glad we did this. This was fun.
You guys came out with some good ones, man. Good ones. Good
I like
costumes.
Jen for. I think it was her last minute choice. Huh?
Girl, I chose today. Like I legit I had to, pick something that might belong to my daughter, right? That's what's good about having 4 daughters.
Right?
Someone eventually is going to be the same size as you at one point or another.
Yeah.
It can be a good thing and a bad thing because I have a lot of stuff go missing too. But my daughter hooked me up. She had a couple of things and she's like, go ahead, mom. And then she's like, you know what? I think you should be that one. So I tried it, the jacket on and it worked. And, that's what it was. So
Right. There you go.
yeah, shout out to my daughter for that. So
Hey, I put this together from my hat because I didn't get the stuff. So it is what it is. I got the handcuffs, but I ain't gonna put them on.
You should
Right?
have. You just held them up.
you can put them on and, we'll see if you can get out of them. That would be a good.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Right. That's right. Let's see. I was gonna play a couple different little videos.
House is the clown from the movie House of a Thousand Corpses. I've never seen that one. I've never seen that movie.
I know. Now we're gonna have to check that out. I haven't seen that. Drina, hey, shout out, sis.
Just watched the movie. Oh shit.
Hello, Drina. How you doing?
Yes, shout out to Drina. You guys check out Drina. Let's see.
Yeah.
I wanted to play like this video, but it wouldn't let me for some reason make it to where it fit to play on here. So I'm just going to give a brief explanation of it and we'll react. And then after that, we're going to jump into telling our scary stories. So there was a viral video recently, and some of you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. So there was this woman, I don't know, to me, it looked a little scripted, but people are saying it wasn't. There was a video that came out. It went viral. This woman was going on a first date with a guy. And she's like filming herself in the car. And they pull up to a restaurant. And when he gets out of the car, he's getting out and going around to her door. So at first I'm thinking, okay, wow, he's going to open the door, be a gentleman. But she starts talking and she's like, okay, like, you guys hang tight. I can't believe he did this. Like, and she mentioned something about him taking her to the Cheesecake Factory on their first date. And, she wasn't like visibly like irritated, but I didn't get it until I watched a little further. And her point was, is this really a place that you would take a woman, that you really were interested in on the first date? Like, she felt like it was sort of like, I think she even used the words like beneath her or something like that. I could be mistaken, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
But she basically, oh, thank you, Drina. Thank you, sis. She basically felt like, he should have taken her somewhere nicer, like a more high scale restaurant.
Mhm.
And you saw that, Drina? Okay, yes. But what she did is she went live and she's like, check this out, you guys. Can you believe this? The Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory. She's talking to her phone. And when he came around to the side, he goes to open the door and she told him something like, no, no, no. And she might have rolled down the window or cracked the door. I don't remember. And he's like, what's wrong? What's the problem? And she kind of just told him, like, really? The Cheesecake Factory? And he's like, I don't get it. Like, what's wrong with it? And she kind of told him that, like, this is not where you take someone that you're like showing interest in. Like, you're supposed to be courting me. This is like, how did you say it? A chain restaurant. That's not showing me that you're interested.
Yeah.
Now, like, there's this list of restaurants that have come out. I guess that some women have said these restaurants are off limits for first dates if you're interested. So I'm just going to read these off, and then I want you guys to tell me what you think. It's cool a lot, so let me speed through it. Number 1, Cheesecake Factory. Applebee's. Number 2. 3, Chili's. 4, Chipotle. 5, Olive Garden. 6, the movies. 7, your house. 8, any fast food chain. 9, Buffalo Wild Wings. 10, Wingstop. 11, Red Lobster. 12, a buffet. 13, IHOP. 14, Denny's. 15, the gym. 16, church. I don't know what's wrong with that, but okay. 17, Starbucks. 18, coffee dates. 19, ice cream dates. 20, family functions. Yeah. Let's see. 21, movie night, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. Okay, I could see how that could end up being an issue. 22, somewhere that requires a long drive. Okay, 23, bowling. 24, nightclubs. 25, hookah bar. 26, a bar for just drinks. 27, Waffle House. And 28, sporting events. So I guess these are places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date to, and thank you to the ladies who reacted. Okay, so this was like a poll that was taken, and I guess this is what ladies are saying, ain't it? I don't know, Denise, do you think that's being a little...
mean, you just named every restaurant that...
A little booch.
You know?
Yeah.
You just named every restaurant that would be an ideal first date. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
The last 5, though, are like really, no. From Denny's down,
yeah.
Come on.
Right. You know, it's Taco Bell and coupons. Let's get it. No, I'm just joking.
Hey, house for real. Like,
no, but looking at her, what kind of woman is she? Is she a gold digger or what? Is she just like bougie that she lives wants to be all spoiled and high class and this and that? Hey, you could take like Olive Garden or whatever is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, or an Italian restaurant, you could find one. But it depends. I mean, is it about that though? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good point.
Is it really about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
What a relationship's not about. Hey, you have to take me to this fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, even the first time, hey,
Yeah.
whatever. It depends on how the individuals are. But like, I'm not bougie, you know, and
Mhm.
I know some women aren't the same way. You know what I'm saying? They're just down to earth people. You know?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Drina said right here, she goes, although she was beautiful on the outward, yeah, she was ugly on the inside. You can, and that's just it. You can become very unattractive on the inside if you don't.
Beauty's only skin deep. That
Oh,
song, you
yeah.
know,
And
by the
a lot of
Temptations.
girls are like that. A lot of pretty, beautiful women are like that.
AZ Diablo says Red Lobster. Now he's crying.
Right? I know. I don't even know when's the last time I went to Red Lobster.
What Nayla
Yeah.
said.
Oh shoot!
What Nayla said, yeah, for sure.
It's the thought that counts. Yeah.
That's right, Nay Love. That's right.
I thought as long as you're having a good convo and a good time, I think so too.
Because you're getting to know the person. It's not you're gonna. Oh, man, this was a good day because that food was good. You know what? Nah. You know you got to know the person. You know you get to
Yes.
conversate and say what's up. Here, have a bite of my taco. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, we gotta share this, girl.
Let's share.
Right? No, that's
Try some of this guacamole here.
I'll give you half my steak.
That's a good point, Drina. She said, "I'm glad he stood up for himself and took her home." Period.
A little strange days.
He
I would
did.
have
He
dropped
was
her
like,
off.
you know what?
I would have stopped at her house and told her to get off.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, like, he told her, he's like, we can talk about this. So he was a reasonable guy. You know, he didn't just flip out or act crazy. He's like, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, you're recording me? Like, we're live? Okay, well, let's talk about it in front of them.
Crazy.
And he basically told her, listen, I showed up to your house. You know, it took you an hour to come outside. I had a reservation at a nice place. And he even showed her the restaurant. I don't think he said it out loud, but he showed her on his phone. And she's like, oh, see, that would have worked. He's like, yeah, it would have, but you were an hour late coming out. So, you know, it is what it is. And basically, she told him, I have standards. I expect to be taken to places like this. And he told her right back, well, check it out. I have standards. And one of those standards are to be treated with respect. And, you know, basically told her, you're not the only one with standards. And for that reason, I'm taking you home now.
Right.
He did.
Well, when she said that, now that's more like it. Like this, I would have closed the door, boom, took off.
Right? That's crazy though. So I was thinking like,
Your old drunken chef, Richard Raiders, Rich.
Drunken
I'm
chef.
having a costume malfunction here.
Oh,
Hey, my eyes are burning right now and they're blurry. I'm like,
really? Oh, are you having a reaction to the?
no, I'm good. I'm good. man.
Okay.
Hey, have you guys seen
Yeah.
Trilogy of Terror?
You know what? That's one of my nobody. I've been telling people about that. The old one.
I think you said something about that, huh?
Yeah, yeah. That little character is crazy with the little filero. He has his knife and everything.
I was like, what the hell? It was a good movie. Jen, you got to see it. It's called Trilogy of Terror.
Okay.
Trilogy of Terror, the original one, the old one.
Yeah, the old one. It's a
Yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
And it's not gory. It's like,
But it's scary though. You know, it's kind of
just a good movie to watch.
yeah.
You know?
Where
You
can
know-
I
you
look
know-
that up? Where do you think I can?
You
find
could
it?
probably see it on maybe Amazon or
Even on
something like
Hulu
that,
or
maybe.
something. Yeah, too. Yeah.
Or what do you call that? YouTube, I think, or something. But you
Okay.
may have to pay for it. Yeah.
you can just
Okay.
Cholo, I want to know if he's seen it. Hi, Andrew.
Yeah.
Hello, Andrew. You know that movie right there? We had lived in a house in Puente, right?
Mhm.
And it was a 2-story Amityville looking kind of house with the wood slats on the outside and everything. The hallway's real thin and everything, right? And then that one movie you're talking about, Trilogy of Terror, right? Well, man, this story I could tell you from a long time ago when I was a kid, right? The Ouija board. My family used to play with the Ouija board, right? So one day I was at the house and I says, you know what? I'm going to play with this Ouija board. So I brought it out. I put my fingers on it and I asked a question. I can't remember the question I asked, but then it started moving. I wasn't moving it. So when it started moving, it scared me. I was about maybe 6 years old at the time, right? So I was
Mhm.
looking and then I said, man, I can mess with this. So I put it back and I threw it underneath my mom's. She had a hutch, right? And I
Yeah.
just threw it underneath there. Well, at some point they went and threw it up in the attic. We had an attic there, right? So they threw it up in the attic. And one day this guy came to work on, we had electrical problems, right? So the guy came to work on the electrical problems. He brought his ladder. He was getting in the attic and stuff, right? And when he
Mhm.
got up there, he took off and ran. I didn't see this, but this is what my brothers and sisters are telling me. He
Mhm.
took off, left his ladder there, and never came back. So we're like, what the hell? What did he see? Why? And we had that ladder for years. Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So now I remember that ladder still in the house we had in Valinda. It was in Valinda, the two-story house, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I used to hate going up those stairs because I seen that movie Trilogy of Terror, and they had to deal with something like that, right?
Mhm.
But when I would go upstairs, I would see a shadow going across, and I says, because my mom used to say that house is haunted, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, and I seen a shadow going. I says, but no, my sisters ain't over there. Nobody's up there because as soon as you walk up, there's a restroom. There's two rooms on each side, you know. So I'm like, damn. I says, I just didn't want to go up there. But I says, you know what? I can't be afraid. At that time, we still had that ladder that man left, and
Mhm.
because I remember it's still in the backyard with his signature and everything on it. But the house that we were there was haunted, and I would hear noises, creeping noises, like
Yeah.
from the stairs and stuff. And I used to be scared because I was still young. But I says, man, it's just get out of it. Just go, just do it. But I made sure that somebody was there before I went up those stairs.
I
Mhm.
bet. I bet. That's
Yeah.
So I have a story about the Ouija board too.
okay.
Okay, so my mom and my mom's uncle, my grandma's brother, and my grandma's sister. So it was my mom, her uncle, her aunt, and my grandma, right? Um, they would always play the Ouija board and drink and play cards. That was just their thing to do on a like Friday, Saturday night. And we were just kids. We'd run around and stuff. And um, one night they were playing, and I didn't see this. I remember I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and I remember all I remember was the ambulance that they came in the house and took my uncle. That's all I remember. But so the story was that we're playing the Ouija board, and you know how that little thing house is like, the little
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
has a point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happened was they said that they were playing, and all of a sudden that little thing turned around the point, and it just hit my uncle, boom, boom,
Wow.
like hard in the chest.
That's crazy.
It gave him a heart attack, and we were just like, I was a kid, but I remember seeing, like I said, the ambulance come and take him. That's all I remember. I didn't see what happened. My mom told us after, but I guess she was talking to my big sister, and I overheard it. So that's how I know that story. But yeah, they did that. They took him. Another time they were playing, and my sister, we all went to bed, all three of us. It was like me, like 5, 6, and 7. My sister's ages, right? So they put us to bed. And they're playing the Ouija board, and my sister went to the window, and she opened the window, and she seen my great grandma. She seen my great grandma's ghost.
Wow.
Like she seen a ghost, and all I heard her was she screamed so loud.
Mhm.
And my mom, everybody just came into the room like, what happened? What happened? And she described the person she saw, and they just like turned pale, looked at each other, and just was like, no way. I guess my great grandma used to wear some type of scarf or something. That's how she identified her.
Wow.
Do you guys do you Jen or do you guys believe in the Ouija board, like that it does that stuff? Because I experienced that. I do, because I didn't move it. I just had my fingers on it and it went by itself. I'm like, what the hell? Do you believe in that, Jen, or no? Like,
So I've never personally, for, you know, maybe if I was a child when it was put in front of me, I would have, but I've never personally like touched one or played one. And that's intentionally because I have always feared it. And I do believe that it is something that is used to tap into another realm or something. I think that it's definitely like some sort of, I don't know how you want to call it, portal or something that can be used to tap into something that is
the
not of
spirits.
this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want no part of that. So
Yeah, because it
every
opened
story I've
doors.
heard is something scary with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it does things like that. People don't see it, but it can open things. I
Yeah.
believe that. I believe that.
I just
Right.
100%. Only because I only because I've had, those experiences. And I know for a fact that my mom and them used to play it like all the time.
Yeah.
Every week she would play. She would ask it a question. We would stand around her if she was like by herself too playing it,
Mhm.
and the thing would move. It spells out some weird stuff, and she was like, "We're like, what the hell?" Like heck no. Um, the
Hey,
only
Jojo, I'm sorry, Denise.
no, go ahead.
That's right. He says, "Only if you believe I'm covered in the blood of Christ." Which is true.
Yeah.
That's how I am now. Is like I could see some stuff like people would think like paranormal activity or certain like that, but I just embrace it. I don't trip on it. Sometimes I get where my skin, what do you call that? Feel the tingly or stuff like
Goosebumps or
that.
something.
But I say, you know what? I don't fear it or nothing, but because I'm good now. But before, as a kid, yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at
Damn,
what
look,
this
you
is right
sure did
here.
grow up.
Yeah. Drina says my
She
first
wears
boyfriend,
heels now. She don't wear flats no more.
right?
Yeah.
My first boyfriend at 7 years old was murdered. Oh my gosh. He visited me several times for many years. That's crazy, Drina.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
I love
don't,
to hear that story.
you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, 17 years. Sorry. Okay.
I don't believe in like stuff like that because I don't allow it to come into my home. Like there was a time where I was just faithfully in church, like involved, like going 4 times a week, whatever. And my daughters too, I would take them too, but they were into like the, what is that band? Like the Malones or what is it called?
Ramones.
Ramones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? They get
Blink
Stop.
182,
Oh, there
like
she is.
stuff like that, right?
so
So, okay, so like one day, we had brought my husband's niece into our home, and it was all bad. It was all bad. And so she was asleep, right?
I'm
She
sorry.
was asleep. We're asleep, and
Mhm.
my husband he went like like he shivered. At the same time he shivered, she screamed. In the next room, she screamed really loud, and I jumped out of bed and I go over there and I'm like, I go, what was that? Like, I told my husband too, like you shook. It was weird, and I go, what was that? And she goes, oh, I had a dream that mom took me to a river and was drowning me. And I was like, what?
Mm.
And I just felt an evil presence in that room, right? And my
Mhm.
girls were just like looking at us like, what? Like we're tripping on her, telling us the story, her dream. And I was like, you know what? I'm calling prayer warriors. Like,
Yeah. No way, Joe.
so they did. They came the next day. Like 6 of my friends from church. They came to my house and they started walking through the house, praying and casting out whatever was here because it was weird. And and they told me, take down those posters. Have your girls take all that stuff down, and
Mhm.
it's just bringing bad vibes.
Yeah, definitely bad vibes. Definitely.
But man, you guys,
It's
creepy.
Right. And you felt it, you said, right? Like you
Yeah,
felt something.
that's the thing. That's the thing, is like I felt it when my husband shook like that in his sleep, and she screamed. I was like, oh no, something's not good.
Gosh.
You know, one of my sister-in-law, my ex-sister-in-law, she was at the house and she was chilling with us, and they were having a party. Then her mom used to live next door, and then my mom used to live next door. So we're all to get together, you know, had her kids there. So my ex and her got into some stuff. So she went home and she left the kids there and says, I'm gonna go home, I'll be back, blah, blah, blah. And she was with this guy at that one time, right? Now, when she went home, says, this is kind of sad, a little bit, you know, but and she was with this guy at that one time, right? We had the kids there, so I said, she went home. It's getting late. Says, this is kind of sad, a little bit, let them spend the night. You know what I'm saying? And she was with this guy at that
We have
one
an
time.
echo.
We had the kids there, so I said, she went home. It's getting late. Says, this is kind of sad, a little bit, let them spend the night. You know what I'm saying? And she was with this guy at that
We have an echo. We got an echo, guys.
She went home. It's getting late. Says, this is kind of sad, a little bit, let them spend the night. You know what I'm saying? And she was with this guy at that. She went home. Hello. Says, I'm kind of made that all big. You know what I'm saying? She went home.
Either I have an echo or
That's so weird, you guys.
okay. I had to mute it real quick because
Yeah,
I didn't know. Okay.
it's because it's repeating what he was saying.
Okay. So I don't know if we have a kukui or if okay.
In Jesus' name, we're just telling stories.
Okay. So I don't know if we have a kukui or now it's me talking. Okay.
In Jesus' name, we're just telling stories.
Okay. So I don't know if we have a kukui or now it's me talking. Okay.
In Jesus' name, we're just telling stories.
Okay. So I don't know if we have a kukui or now
Did
it's
you hear that,
me
Jen?
talking. Okay.
In Jesus' name, we're just telling stories.
Okay. So
Jen.
I don't know if we have a kukui or now
Did
it's
you hear that,
me
Jen?
talking.
In Jesus' name, we're just telling stories.
Okay. So
Jen.
I don't know if we have a kukui or now
Did you hear
it's
that,
me
Jen?
talking.
In Jesus' name, we're just telling
Are
stories.
you doing that?
Doing
I
what?
don't know if we have a kukui or now
Doing
it's
what?
me talking.
In Jesus' name, we're just
You
telling stories.
muted my mic. Doing
I don't
what?
know if we have a kukui or now
Doing
it's
what?
me talking.
Jen?
In Jesus' name, we're just telling
You
stories.
muted my mic. Doing
I don't
what?
know if we have a kukui or now
Doing
it's
what?
me talking.
In Jesus' name, we're just telling
You
stories.
muted my mic. Doing
I don't
what?
know if we have a kukui or look at it's house. I just muted him and it stopped. You're funny.
Why is it repeating though? That's weird.
Because House is doing it. I just muted him and it stopped it. Look at
Hold
Why is it
on.
repeating
Hold
though?
on.
That's
Setting.
weird.
because House is doing it. I
Let me
just
go to
muted him
audio.
and it look. I muted him again. You got jokes, huh?
Andrew.
You got jokes, House.
Oh my god. It's always
Look at
House.
you clowning around. Huh?
It's always House.
House.
Oh my god.
That scared me.
It's always
Look at
House.
her. That's clowning around.
Can you hear me? It's always House.
House.
Can you hear
Oh
me?
my god.
That scared me.
So
Look
he's
at
gonna have to
her.
go
That's
out
clowning
and
around. We hear you, but we also hear the playback of me and whatever you're saying. That scared me.
So
Look
he's
at
gonna have
her.
to go
Hold
out.
on.
Okay. I don't know
Now
how
what?
you're. Denise, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. House, I'm going to unmute you.
Oh, he had to do that. He had to go back.
Okay. Well, if he was trying to scare me and you, he definitely scared me.
Oh heck yeah.
Look at Strange J. He said, I'm scared now too. Me too. Look at, he was planning to freak us out that whole time with his little fancy equipment right there. Right, Drina? She's like, whoa, that's spooky. At first I was like, what? And I was checking my stream. I'm like, I don't have more than one window open.
Wait, you did that on purpose?
Every time I muted him, it stopped.
Oh, wow.
So either he did it on purpose or he has a little visitor at his house that's messing with his equipment.
No.
Jojo, he's like, room's kicking in or what? I don't know, but that's a trip I don't ever want to feel.
Oh no. Bet what?
I don't know. He said our each room kicking in.
Oh my gosh.
I had a friend once back in the day that she did those, right?
Hmm.
She brought them over to my house and she's like, "Oh, you want to, do this?" And I'm like, "No way. If there's someone that's going to have a bad reaction, it's me. I didn't want to do it. Plus, I live in the woods. Can you imagine?"
So,
Oh, let me see. It's like, "Oh, you want to,
Can you hear
do
me now?
this?" And I'm like,
what
"No
did you
way.
say?
If there's someone that's going to have a bad reaction, it's me. I
Okay,
didn't
hold
wanna
on
do
one
it.
second.
Plus,
Let
I
me
live
see. I don't
Oh, let me
understand
see.
why.
It's like, "Oh, you want to,
You know, something happened is happening to my thing right now.
if there's someone that's going to have a bad reaction."
Where
What the heck? I don't know who you made in that house.
you know something happened is happening to my thing right now.
If there's someone that's going to have a bad reaction.
Where
You're
okay, can you hear me now?
I don't get it, Andrew. What?
I don't know who you made in that house.
You know something happened is happening to my thing right now.
If there's someone that's going to have a
Are you
bad
doing that,
reaction.
Jen?
I don't
Okay, can you
have
hear me
any-
now?
I don't
get it,
have
Andrew.
any
What?
sound equipment other than a microphone. Who you made in that house?
Hey, no, but honestly, it was a pretty scary thing. Are you doing that, Jen?
I don't
Okay, can you
have
hear me
any-
now? Hey, strange days. First I
don't
was
have any sound
AI, now I'm
equipment other than a
possessed.
microphone.
Huh?
Okay. I muted him.
Wow.
Do you hear it? That's crazy. House, tell me if you're playing because
Yeah, I don't know. That's just.
hey, I got like 6 Bibles stacked behind me,
Yeah, I got a cross right here.
right?
I'm good. I don't feel.
Right, Brenda? She's like, I can still hear him. Okay, but do you hear the echo of my voice too? I don't have how do you call it? A
When he's
sound
on, there's an echo on your voice. Yeah.
right now?
No, when he's on,
Yeah. I don't have a soundboard or a
it's
whatever.
always on.
That's crazy.
That is. So your friend, what? She wanted to play Ouija board?
She was into those shrooms. Like she would eat those hallucinogenic things.
Okay.
That's one thing I had never, well, more than one thing I've never tried, but that's one I've never tried.
Yeah.
And just because I always feel like if there was someone that was going to have a bad reaction, it would be me. And so I never wanted to open myself up to that.
Yeah.
Show Joycey, he's possessed.
No, yeah.
I get on here, house. We got to pray over you.
George.
I don't think House knows what he's doing it. I know I couldn't tell if he was joking or if he really was doing it on purpose and trying to freak me out.
I don't know.
It's
It
coming
seemed
from
like he didn't know it was that. Like,
Yeah, I thought he was playing a joke at first, but it was coming from his line because every time I muted it, it was clear.
Yeah.
Hi, House, are you okay?
what did Brenda say?
Let me see. She said orange hand covering eyes. I don't know. What does that show up to you, Denise?
Yeah, it says hands orange covering eyes.
I don't know if it's because like sometimes Androids or iPhones show up with different comments, but and they come out differently, but I'm not sure.
What was the other story I was going to tell, Dee?
Yikes, that was interesting, huh?
Yeah, me personally, I've never had a weird experience like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's crazy.
large Marge.
Oh no!
I don't even
You're gonna have
know.
to go check on him.
What does that mean?
I don't. Isn't it a movie or something or
Back to Andrew's comment. 916.
back or? Now we're all tripped out, wondering where House is.
Yeah, I don't know what he's
Is he
doing.
okay? Yeah, I don't know. I never played around with stuff like that because I was like from a young age told you don't mess with that stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember some girls in the bathroom of at school playing that. I don't even want to say the name, the Mary one, you know?
Oh, in the mirror?
Yeah. And I remember one of the girls came, oh, someone's outside my house with a flashlight. Someone a girl came running out of the bathroom and screaming, and I was like, she's trying to scare people. This was in elementary, and she was all scratched up, like her face. I'm not kidding. Her face and her chest was all scratched up, and she was in there alone. And they had dared her to go in there and do that. So I was like, that
Dang.
I don't play with that.
Raiders. Oh, Raider Richie.
Okay, house. Let's see if
No,
you're
that's the house.
play with that.
There he is.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Are we echoing? Richie.
Okay, house.
We're
Still
still
echoing. Let's see if
No,
you're
that's the house.
play
I
with
don't know why
that.
we're echoing because you know what? When I shut down, right? Can you hear me? I shut the computer
Yeah.
down, and I was
Are we
still hearing
echoing?
you guys.
Okay, house. We're still echoing.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me try to figure this out. I don't know why we're echoing because
Good
you know
boy.
what? Hey, but I wasn't doing nothing. I thought you guys were playing with me. I'm like, what, right? And I was still. It's not me, man.
Okay,
But you know
house.
what?
We're still echoing.
Out of respect, can you hear me now? Can you hear an echo?
Boy.
Hey, but I wasn't doing nothing. I thought you guys were playing with me. I'm like, what, right? And I was still. It's not me, man. Can you hear an echo? But you know what?
We hear you and the echo too.
Can you hear an I put echo cancellation on again. Can you hear me now?
It's repeating. It's repeating what you're saying.
Can you hear an echo? Can you hear me
But
now?
you know what? We hear you and the echo too.
Hello? I put echo cancellation on again. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I'm gonna mute it just so I can send him a message right now. You were hearing what I was hearing, right,
Yeah.
Denise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Technical difficulties, y'all.
Right? That's crazy. Hold on.
Wait, don't say that. Who said that? Strange things.
What part?
Oh man. That it's a Ouija board.
No, two tabs open here.
Wait,
This is
don't say
one.
that. Who said that? Strange
Okay.
things.
What part?
One tab, no mas.
Oh, that it's a Ouija board.
No.
How about now?
It's still.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is there echo?
I'm echoing, huh? No, I'm
Okay,
not.
let's talk for a few minutes here and see if it's not as
Scared.
loud. But I still hear it.
Andrew.
Doo-doo-doo.
Andrew said this is scary and I'm not even high.
It's scaring me too. What is
Don't be
going
scared, man. Don't be scared.
on? Right? I think
I think we're good now.
How is this, man? How is this?
Yeah.
okay. I think that's better. Whatever you. I don't hear nothing now.
I'm checked. I checked everything. Everything's the same.
Yeah, it sounds better than he said.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Don't touch
man.
nothing.
Hey, I could hear you still, and my computer was off. Isn't that weird?
You better quit.
No, I swear. I shut down. That's why I typed in there. I shut my computer down, and I was still hearing you guys.
What the hell?
And you guys are going, house. Why are you playing like that? And everybody's all house. And no. But anyways, to get back to that story, you want me to tell you that story?
Yeah, but if you start creeping us out again, I'm gonna like do the
Hey.
whole.
Hey, I'm serious. I'm not lying to you. I didn't do nothing. I thought because you
Okay.
kept on muting my mic, and I says,
Yeah, because
what
I'm
am I
like,
doing
what is
wrong?
that?
yeah,
No, but if you heard us when your computer was off, that's
yeah. But
Okay.
anyways, check this out.
Okay.
She was that night she was murdered. You know, they shot her in the face. Okay, but we used to, me and her and her family, we used to kick back together and chop it up with each other, right? And we'll tell scary stories. We'll be at a table and she'll tell me scary stories about her grandma, how when her grandma passed away, she would come and visit them and turn off and on the lights and all this other stuff, right?
Mhm.
So I says, wow, what a trip. Well, when she passed away and months passed, my ex-wife couldn't deal with it, you know? But one day we're laying in bed and she started screaming out, ugly, wicked. And I went like this and I turned around and loud, but she's still asleep. And you know how they say, don't wake up
Yeah.
the sleeper? And I
Mhm.
says, and I started kind of like pulling her like this and just seeing, and she was asleep and screaming. So when I tried to pull her over a little bit like this, I swear her face was changing. I'm not joking with you. But
She
even
may
at that,
know.
at the same minute, she was still asleep. And then I woke her up, and I says, she goes, what happened? What's going on? I says, you were screaming loud. I mean, the neighbors could probably hear this, and our neighbors ain't even close. That's how loud it was. So then all of a sudden, the TV goes on in the living room, and then the light goes on in the living room. So I'm like looking around. So I guess it was her trying to touch keep her sister, because I remember we used to talk about the lights and stuff going off and on, and
Hmm.
that's the only thing I could think of, man. And so I went over there to turn the TV off. The remote control was on the couch. Nobody's by it. And then the light. I'm like, well, how did that happen? But it was a trip, man. And it was bad. It was. But you know what? Now I don't even worry about that, man.
Thank you,
I don't even
girl.
worry about it. It's
Yeah.
because you said Beetlejuice 3 times.
Right.
Oh, shoot.
Wow.
But no, all this stuff is true. Some true stuff that
Thank
I'm telling you, man. I ain't making up
you.
nothing, man.
Damn.
It's some
Yeah.
true stuff. And even like right now, maybe she felt like I'm here and all this stuff was happening, because we were like this. Me and my sister-in-law,
Mm.
we're close, man. And
Really.
she was
She's
cool
like, talk
people,
about
man.
me. Talk about me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, because it was when you were talking about that.
Hello, Pearl. How you doing?
That's
Pearl
wild. Yeah,
Contreras.
thank you, Pearl.
Shout
Oh,
out
she
to the
can't hear us.
Contreras family there.
She can't
Yes.
Yep,
hear us.
yep.
Her phone's messed up.
So
Oh,
hey, I didn't do nothing, Jen. I don't know. But when you guys were off and the computer was off, I was still hearing you guys talk.
That's crazy to me.
that's wild.
Yeah. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I even unplugged this to see this mic, this earpiece, and it
Uh-huh.
was still going. I'm like, what the heck's going on? And
What?
somebody says, I can hear him. Was it Brenda Love?
I think
Or she
she
was saying, I can hear him because somebody said, I can hear him or something like that.
yeah, we were trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a trip, man.
That's wild. Now we're all tripped out, you
I
guys.
know. I don't even want to talk.
Right? Everybody got
Hey,
real
don't be
quiet.
scared. Don't be scared.
No,
That's
it's good.
crazy.
But you know
Right?
what? In all, man,
Thank you, girl.
things like that are they're real. But you know what? You don't fear them, man, because you know what? You're protected. As long as you're protected, you don't have no fear. You embrace it,
Mm.
and it goes away.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like
But
you're just
I dream about my husband's grandma. I dream
yeah.
about her a lot.
One thing is that my aunt's still alive, and she's like about 89, right?
Mm.
She told me of the stories of her family members, right? And that one would come and pull their feet at night, and they're dead, they're gone. But she says they would be laying in bed and come to pull their feet like this and yank their feet. So and we talked about that, and I says, man, I hope she don't do that when things happen.
right.
Yeah, that's some weird stuff, man.
Gosh.
My husband's aunt.
Saludos gas mask.
My husband's aunt house was haunted. They used to hear
Really?
steps, like
Yeah.
people running, and we stood one night. We stood there, and
Really, Fred?
the daughter had her little friend over, and I swear all night, I kept waking up because I saw the little girl sitting in front of the fireplace was on, and she was just sitting there staring into it all night.
Oh.
I don't know the outcome of that story, but guess I went to sleep and maybe she snapped out of it or something. But
Mhm.
Hey Denise, I'm gonna look towards your way now. Hold on.
at least
My eyes are fixated, so I have to turn this way to look at you.
Right. That's crazy.
gas mask.
Man, yeah, there's some weird stories, man, that I've encountered in my life that how you never believe them until you experience them. And
Yeah.
once you experience them, then I can't say, what, nah, I can't deny it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't deny it, man.
Yeah, once you witness it yourself, then you have to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't invite that kind of stuff. And every time somebody comes in my house, like I pray when they leave, I pray them out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
It's
could, hey, check this out. One time I was coming down Sunnymead Boulevard, right? And I was going to make a left on this street. And I stopped at the intersection and I felt the sense, the presence of somebody evil, man. And, I've been with the Lord for a minute, right? The
Mhm.
guy that's over here in the corner, eyes closed, walking across the street, and he's all tore up, man. He's walking and looking at me directly in the eye. His eyes are closed and he's walking, but his face and eyes are fixated on me. I'm in the car and I'm looking at him, right? And he's walking by and he keeps on going past me, and it's a wide street. And he looks at me. I said, man, that guy was evil, man. If you just seen him. And I said, man, it's like he saw who I was, that I was in just okay, a story right now where I go on Fridays and deliver food to the homeless, right?
Mhm.
And one guy in there, he was like, cool. We gave him a lunch and everything, and he was all like, okay, he got it. Once we said, God bless you, the enemy came in. He took it and he throws it against the wall and says, burn in hell. He tells us, he says, burn in hell,
No.
because we said, God bless you, you know.
You
And
start
So
manifesting.
he
Yeah.
goes, but before he accepted it, he was all like, okay, cool, But when we say God bless you, he just turned at us and says, burn in hell, and he threw it against the wall. But you get so it's that evil stuff is out there, you guys. Just letting you know.
no, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. I would say, like what Trina said,
Cholo's coming off some good ones, huh? How's
yeah,
it? You start barking at him.
start barking at him. Hey,
No,
I'm
hey,
someone that would be like, just for like giggles, I would do something like that to someone just to get a laugh out of it, but not
right?
to someone that I thought was crazy, like legit,
Yeah.
or going through
Yeah,
something. But yeah,
that's funny.
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah, for real. There's a thin line between, like, telling scary stories, and then, like, we're talking about like the supernatural things like that. Like Drina even said, I was trying to find her comment a few back here, where she was like, you basically like plead the blood of Jesus over
Yes.
yourself. And that's definitely what I would do in a situation where I felt like something was happening that was not of this world,
Yeah, yeah,
and someone was not just playing a game. But
right.
there was a story my mom had told me about it. I don't know if I was a baby or a toddler. I don't remember it, but it was a real thing that happened. And the church that I had grown up in, there was someone that came in the church, and you
That's
know,
right.
he came in the church though, and he had a large knife. And trigger warning, anyone that's just this, nobody was harmed in the end of this, but just trigger warning if anyone that gets scared of violent situations. um, this individual walked in, maybe he was high on drugs, maybe he was tampering with something else, and he walked down the middle of the aisle of the church, and he said, I came here to kill a pastor today. And the pastor stopped, in the middle. It was like during praise and worship,
Yeah,
and he instructed. He did a good job. He took control of the situation, the scenario, and he, locked eyes with the guy, and he told everyone who was not a church member, or just visiting, to leave through the back door. And luckily, they did so without harm. And he told everybody that was a member of the church, start praying, like just go
Yeah.
into prayer. And he ended up, like, this is a fortunate situation, like praying over this individual, and got the knife from him, and really put the situation at ease. It could have ended in
Yeah.
a far different way had it not been handled the way it was. But Yeah, it's
Scary.
you just never know. You never know what people are on, what people are into. So we always have to not only have our physical eyes open, but our spiritual eyes
Yeah.
open to what's
No,
One friend that I had when I moved out here, and I known him from Paris, right? Him and his wife, actually. And his two brothers were pastors, right? And they used to cast demons out, right? And he's
Yeah.
telling me this because he was at my tattoo parlor and he was doing my windows. He was painting those signs on the windows. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what we're talking, chopping it up. And he was telling me, hey, man, they're no joke, man. When they come out, they're big and they're evil. You know what I'm saying? And so one of his brothers died, okay, had a heart attack. Okay. A week later, the other one died and had a heart attack. Okay. Now he's spreading the word now and he's doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But he says, because we were talking, chopping it up because, about God and stuff. He goes, hey, he says, if you go do stuff like that, because God gives you this spiritual gifts,
Yeah.
make sure you're prepared because they are deep. They are deep, man. And not only that, it's something you don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. If anyone wants to jump on and tell a story or, just hop on and chop it up with us, I'm going to drop the link. So hang tight.
Hey, do you see somebody moving in that jail cell behind me?
How's are you for real? Because
Did you see that?
No.
Look carefully. I thought I seen somebody moving there.
you better stop it. I'm serious.
No, I was playing there. See, I was playing there.
Me and Denise are both like,
I'm over here looking.
right?
Denise. Oh my God.
Nada.
No, I was playing there.
Oh my gosh. Right? They love
I gotta go find Toto. I'll be back.
Right?
Oh,
Gotta tap out for that.
man.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Okay.
You guys pass candy out to kids on Thanksgiving, on Halloween?
No.
You know,
I
every
used to,
year I
but
buy
not.
a big old bowl of candy and we go outside, but I'm at the last house on the corner, so everybody turns around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody hardly, they've been doing a lot of trunk or treats out here,
Yeah, which is
but a lot of people don't come around in this area, but they normally go to those rich neighborhoods and stuff like that.
Right? The ones where they get the full candy bars and all that.
Yeah, right.
It's funny how like eventually, years down the line, everybody knows, hey, go over here to this street or this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because they get to know who's passing out what.
Yeah. I get like 3 trick-or-treaters, that's it. But I have to have the light on, like a strobe light. Let them know I'm out there.
Hey, Two-Face Entertainment, you should embrace it, man. Embrace it. That's right.
Right? What is it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even embrace it.
I don't know that I embrace it, but I just like stand in my authority.
Well, that's basically you're protected.
Yeah.
See, he has no authority over you. He can't harm you or nothing. And that's what I do. Like, remember I was telling you about when I was tattooing that one guy and the lights were going on by himself. And as soon as I said, hey, look, he turned, they went off, but yeah, but just embrace it, man. It's like,
yeah. There you
go.
Right.
Oh.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other. I had something to tell you, but I forgot what it was.
We're all tripped out now. That's why we're like trying to figure out what was that.
No, but that one thing was a trip, Jen. I was like, is she playing with me? I'm like, what's this cracking, man? What? And then I seen you mute me and then unmute me and then mute me.
So I was trying to figure out.
And then I said, you know what? I shut the whole thing off, my computer. I said, and I texted on something else, and I said, hey, man, bam. So, whoa.
Crazy. I don't know.
That's scary.
I know
Hey,
that's
so you know, one a thing to do is watch out this for the candy, man. You know, watch out for the candy this year.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going trick or treating, man,
Mhm.
because you know that fentanyl and all that other stuff.
Yeah, what do
You
you
know,
think about that? Do you think people, I've heard some people say, like, oh, check the candy, and then some people try to put it out there, oh, people aren't going to do that. That's a rumor. But I've heard people have put stuff in candies before.
yeah. You know, back in the days, it was razor blades. Used to have to
Yeah.
Yeah.
used to have to worry about. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right.
Candyman, Candyman.
Yeah.
Marty Marin. Hey, you know what? I can remember this story back when I think it was 7 years old and I lived in La Puente, right?
Mhm.
And there was a guy, it was back in the 70s, that was kidnapping kids from schools. He was come by and kidnap kids. So it
Yeah.
was going around and it probably was in the news at that time.
Mm.
But this is how they described him. Okay. He was a white Caucasian man with looked like a cowboy. He had a cowboy hat, but the cowboy hat had eyeballs around the hat,
Hmm.
eyeballs. So as a kid, being 7 years old, I used to like always watch my back. Is there anybody with because there was actually a true thing, man. This guy was kidnapping kids back then, you know,
Mhm.
and it was going around, man. So I was like, damn, you know, but
That's
I still remember all that stuff, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Being in the neighborhood and living in the barrio, right? There was like 4 streets and then 3 streets. So that square block, right? Um, there was a man that lived in a house. This house looked old, like you said, house
Those,
with old wood. You know,
yeah, yeah.
it was really old and it was on the corner. And he had a little bit of grass in front of the house. So the house was kind of a little bit back, but there was a door, and then on each side there was a window. And this is a true story. Like he used to sit in the window, right? And his name was Lupe, but everybody called him Lupe Loco.
Mhm.
And Lupe Loco, if you we were kids and we were on bikes and we would just ride, cruise the neighborhood, and you know, just have it was fun. It was summer, it was fun, and that's what we did, right? We just rode bikes. It was like 5 of us. My 3 sisters, well, me, my 2 sisters, so 3, and then our friend. And we would just ride our bikes throughout the neighborhood. Well, one day we went by and we had heard, well, we had stopped before we went back past his house. We stopped and we started talking, and we're like, we're gonna call him Lupe Loco. See, rumor was that if you called him Lupe Loco, he would chase you.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So so we're all sitting there on our bikes and we're like, hey, you know what? We're gonna call him Lupe Loco to see if it's real, like if he would really chase us.
Mhm.
I kid you not. We all said it at the same time, really loud, and it kind of echoed. And he's sitting in the window. He would sit in the window, you guys.
Uh,
He would sit in the window, facing outward. So like his body would be facing like us. So we looked over there, we called him that, and he started chasing us. I mean, we were so freaking scared.
so he did chase
He
you.
chased us, but he chased us like really fast, and then he kind of slowed down. Like he stopped.
That's terrifying. Oh my god.
We never did that again. But every time we passed his house, he was sitting outside the window.
Wow.
He'd sit there.
So
That's where he was. And his bike was an old bike, and it was like right in front of him. So if he wanted to, he would just jump out the window and pick up his bike and jump.
Oh my.
Hey, you know, I had a
And he
neighbor.
wore a creepy hat too, like
Wow.
cowboy kind of style
Yeah.
hat, you know?
I had a neighbor that he was mental, you know, he wasn't all there. He was an older cat, but he was big and he always had an evil face on him, right? And so one day he got out of the house, he came walking to our door, and I'm just walking past from the kitchen and walking through the living room to the bedroom, right? And as soon as I seen him through the screen door, and it's dark, right? so he was just always going back and forth like this with an evil face, just standing there looking in my door, and I says, wait a minute, his name's Ricky, right?
Girl.
And then the neighbors, Gail next door. But I used to always watch him because I never know how he's going to respond, knowing that he's mental, and he doesn't do it. But his look on his face was real evil. So I just went up and said, Ricky, you need to go home, Ricky. And he just stood there like this, just looking at me, side to side. And then I said, Gail, I called Gail, and he ends up coming and goes, come on, Ricky. But he's turning around looking at me and going like this. Like, he's just like wicked, man. But he has mental problems, and but I wouldn't put it past him to, like, how they're strong, man. They're like real strong, man. And he's a big dude. He was a big dude, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, it's true. Like, I've always heard that, when somebody is a little bit off, a lot of times, for whatever reason, it's compensated by being very strong physically.
Yeah.
Hey, take us to Emerald City. Is that Emerald City, Dorothy?
I'm walking. I'm trying to find the wizard.
Toto, come back, Toto.
The wizard has something for me.
Hey, what did you think about the witch on the bike on the Wizard of Oz?
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun.
yeah, right.
That lady, man, shoot, she scared me when I was little. Yeah.
I hope you guys don't have nightmares tonight,
I'm praying. I'm praying inside right now.
That's right. Right?
I will have some type of dream.
You're all like this.
Dude, I'm telling you. After I seen that movie, that trilogy, whatever, at the end, man, Mama kept telling me, look at her, look at her face. And she was just like, she turned into the doll, remember?
I tell people watch that movie because it's not like real gory, but it's crazy. It does keep you like on your edge,
Yeah, I told Artie to watch it. What was it called? Trilogy of Terror?
Yeah, Trilogy of Terror.
It's the third one. I guess there's 3 of them, so it's the last one.
No, I think there's newer ones, if I'm correct.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know. I watched the 70s one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one that I like watching because it's the best. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely gonna check it out.
She really played the good part, that lady.
Yeah, those are like classics, right? You can't beat the classics.
Hey, Jen, it's been a long time since I dressed up like this. I mean, like the last time, it's been a while. It's been a minute, man.
Has it?
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
But I said,
Right?
it's been a long time. I said, I'm going to do it. Let's just do it.
Tortura.
Feels good, right? It looks good.
Gee.
Yes, okay, Cultura, you get it.
Yeah, the Bride of Chucky, you got it.
That's
hey, now look at his picture. Looks evil. Look at that one.
Right, there you go.
Man,
There's
that looks evil, man.
scary
That looks scary.
That's right.
He scares me, man. He scares me.
Yeah. Hey, Jen.
That's House, G.
That's House of Tattoos. Everyone's like, who is that?
Who is that?
Scary.
Hello, Gia, Sarah.
No, that looks cool.
Right, G. Good to see you.
Happy 1977.
Wizard movie.
Yes.
Wizard movie.
This is me, House. It's me.
It's me.
What I did. It's
right?
Allison, what?
House,
House,
are you
Allison
scared of
Payaso.
the Wiz movie? Ella, do you paint your
Hello,
own?
Vic Med.
No, tell her who painted your face.
No, my daughter does this, Bella. Yeah, my daughter.
Yep.
I tried, and she says you look like Alice Cooper. Get over here.
How funny. That's crazy, right? Hey,
Ooh,
Vic.
I'm gonna be the bride of Chucky.
You guys, I'm always turning in, just working right now. You're always working, huh, Vic? That's good,
I
though.
have no functions on my costume here.
That's right. We got,
Jen is Tiffany.
yeah, that's her name, I think, right? The Bride of Chucky is Tiffany. That's right. That's what my daughter kept telling me. I'm like, what's her name again?
The Bride of Chucky. Did that come like in the second movie, or how? What is
I
that?
think it
How
was
many
the
movies
second
do they
one,
have?
right?
I think it was, yeah,
The
second movie.
second movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was crazy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
More
Bella.
crazy than him.
I remember when that movie came out. It was like what, the early 90s?
Right, Ernie? Yeah. Remember that?
She
Yeah.
probably
My
she probably
cousin
told him, take me to an expensive restaurant around.
Oh,
Dude, my cousin got the doll. Like
This restaurant
there
ain't
was,
good enough.
how
there was
dare
no
you?
dolls around of Chucky. You couldn't find them. And my cousin got one just before all that, right?
Mhm.
And he would give it to his little son, was probably like 3 or 4. And I'm like, dude, why are you giving him that doll? You know, like really scaring the shit out of him. Like, but
Right?
he liked it. The little boy liked it, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
I don't know. Let me see. How does her voice sound, Cultura? I'll try. Do you guys know?
Her voice, I don't remember.
It's
I don't even
raspy.
think I've seen that movie.
No, she has like a raspy voice. I forget the actress that plays.
Huh.
Let me see. Let me
I don't
see.
know, but when I was putting Dorothy's makeup on, I'm like, damn, she's a chola.
She kind of is, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you pulled it off, Denise. You guys pulled it off. You
Look
and
at the
Jen pulled it
eyebrows.
off, man.
Check out the eyebrows.
Oh yeah, I see the
You
arch.
see?
All right,
She got
all
some.
right, all right. Okay, so what's her name? Yeah, that's right. Her real name was Jennifer. Okay, let me see.
Jennifer. What?
The actress.
Oh,
Let me see if I could
I
get the voice down. Jennifer something.
now, Denise.
Jennifer Tilly was the voice.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool,
Oh,
Pearl.
Jennifer Tilly. I think I know
Yeah.
who. Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah,
I'm
she
glad you
has
can hear us
hair
now,
like that.
Pearl.
Huh?
Pearl can hear us now. She couldn't hear us before.
Oh, okay, good.
Something's going on, and it's not me.
Dang.
It's not me.
House. Cool background.
Thank you, Pearl.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, shout out to my daughter, man.
Heck yeah.
Sweet Cakes face paint, man. She gets down. This is like simple to her. She does some
Dang, that
amazing.
is so
She does
cool.
some amazing work.
Yeah.
You know.
What did you say?
That
Sweet
is
Cakes face painting?
Yeah, Sweet Cakes face paint. You
Nice.
know.
Yes, shout out
oh
to
But
man.
her.
sometimes she gets into that real stuff that looks like uh FX kind of stuff. You know.
Oh, with the skin and stuff?
Yeah.
Yay.
She does that also. You know.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Man, but sitting there, man, I was like, "Damn, hurry up already!" No, she gets down. She's a perfectionist, but she does a good job. You know.
What do you say?
Yeah. Shout out to her. Let's see. How does
Hey,
she
you look scarier than me, Cortura, today, man. Damn, look at that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she did a good job. That is so cool.
Yeah, she did.
Jen too, man. That's a
Hey,
great.
no, I'm not to be
For
scary.
last.
I'm the prisoner of love. You see that?
Oh,
Yes.
James Brown. If you know that song, then you know my dad used to sing this song all the time. The
Mm.
Prisoner of Love by James Brown.
that's right.
2 cookies come with that.
You know what? She used to make cupcakes también, homie. She did, Strange Days. She
Yeah.
does. You know what? She makes piñatas too, right? And hers are like huge. She made a Volkswagen van piñata, and it looks dope, man. It came out fire, and she sells them.
Wow.
And these people order them, and they pay some money for it because it's really
Yeah.
detailed, man.
Yeah. Does she do cakes too?
No.
Imagine
She
she
did
could.
cupcakes. She does some cupcakes, some mean cupcakes, man. That was scary. What was that?
Watch the
I'm
cord.
trying to get the voice down for the Bride of Chucky.
Mm.
I don't know.
Check out his face. My daughter came in.
I know it looks crazy. Yeah, it looks good.
Heck yeah.
Do cupcakes come with the service? That would be cool, huh? Show up with cupcakes and get your face
Oh,
done.
yeah.
Her husband, they go together, and he does balloon twists. They make he can make all kinds of aliens, everything, roses, everything you think of, he makes, man.
Wow.
For real?
Yeah.
I better watch out, man. Lifting my leg like that.
Let's see the heels. Click, click. That's right.
Where's Melvin at?
He's at work.
Does
He
it
came
work?
in. He saw you.
Thank you, Cultura.
Oh, you seen me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like,
Shout
yeah.
out to Melvin, man, your husband, man. Much
Yeah.
love, man.
That's right. Much love. Yeah, Strange Days, like he says, talented like her pops.
Oh
Because
yeah, I just want to throw this out there, man. You guys get your tickets, man. It's my cash app is the money sign tattoo rabbit 56. All proceeds go to JoJo. There's 3 winners that are going to be 2-hour sessions, man. So get your tickets, man, and all proceeds go to JoJo, man, to help them out. You know, so a couple people are purchasing them, but if you got a couple, like a 20 here and there, buy a ticket, man. It's worth it. You know, 2-hour session, $20 ticket. You know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, so maybe this can help me out. Jen, grab a machete and ask a random guy if he's looking for a good time.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little weaponry here.
Oh, look out! Look out!
Are you
There
looking
you
for
go.
a good time?
Oh,
I probably have to take the video down now, huh?
that's
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I got my little
Oh.
piece and my little spray right here. You know, I gotta stay ready.
That's right. That's
I
right.
gotta stay ready sometimes.
Oh, that is funny.
That's true. Never get caught slipping.
Hey,
Never get caught slipping.
that's right.
All right, Strange Days. I appreciate that, brother, man. Thank you for the support, man, for JoJo.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely.
Yeah.
That would be cool. House, is there like a certain type of artistry you specialize in, or do you kind of do?
I do, you know, somebody puts an ideal in my head, then I'll put it on skin, you know, or if they have a pattern that they want, or, you know, sometimes it depends on the individual. He goes, I just want some freestyle, some freehand, whatever, you know.
You do cover ups too?
Yeah, I do cover ups también,
I
man.
need that done.
Hey, there was a lady that came to me with a big piece about this big on her back, and it was supposed to be a butterfly with a tiger in there, right?
Mhm.
It looked like the chupacabra, you know, just like, and it was all grounded in. I mean, he did it so deep, it started scabbing up.
Yeah.
So I took that and I made it look like a butterfly with a real tiger in there, you know?
Hmm.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were able to save that. That's what's
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
But, you know, it depends on what they want, you know? I mean, so like some guy says, he goes, I want that single needle work, like in the pinta, you know, and stuff like that, you know, it just like that, you know. And I started off with the homemade machine, so that's how I started off.
Yeah, that's a good question right there.
What is that? Oh, house.
Is there ever a tattoo that you have refused?
Yes.
Really?
It has to deal, I think I mentioned this before, is owls.
Oh,
You remember I told you guys about that story?
got it.
Yeah. And owls, and it just happens, man. It's crazy, man, but it just happens.
Mhm.
So I don't really do owls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What if some chick came in, beautiful chick that was like, I want my man's name blasted across my forehead. Would you do it?
I'll try to talk her out of it.
Okay.
You know,
That would be hard.
that's
huh?
crazy. That's going overboard when women do that. Like one girl, what was his name? Chato. And she was with them, right? They came to the shop. I want his name this big on my back, lower back, Chato. And I would say less than a year, they're not together. Now that she's gonna have to get covered up, you know?
Oh, unless she finds another jato,
Right?
Oh, man.
right?
Looking for chatos?
or turn it into an acronym somehow, huh?
Right?
Greenhouse? What do you say?
Oh, okay. Here we go. Would you ever do a cover up on an album?
Of an owl? I don't even mess with owls, man. I'll be
What is the
truthful to you
story? I've
because,
never heard the story.
man, what's the story?
Yeah.
Me and my ex-wife used to see owls, and they fly right. Two of them fly right in front of us like this, right?
What?
Well, she lost 5 members within a year, and every time we seen owls, just like they used to hang around where we were at, you know.
Would there be like a
So
color of like
one
specific?
time this lady came for a tattoo for an owl, and I told her, no, I don't want to do owls, man, because let me tell you this. And I told her, right? She goes, oh no, I got a lot of money, you know, and this and that. And I'm like, God, it's tempting. And I said, no, I don't really like doing it. And she goes, I go, all right, I'll do it, right? And I really didn't want to. So she goes, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the bank, come get the money, and we'll get it done. While she's going out to the bank, and then she's coming back. And during that time, when I'm preparing the stencil and everything, my wife started screaming. My ex-wife started screaming and yelling and crying. And I'll go, what's cracking? Her cousin just passed away, man. So I said, man, I don't even want to do it, man. You know, I don't even want to do it. But it's true, man. I don't know. There's something about owls. I have a picture of an owl out my door, and he used to kick it right there. A white owl used to kick it right there, and he'd look in my back door. And when I took the picture and I zoomed in on it, his eyes just looked like fire, man. Just like fired, man.
No
Both
way.
of them.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
don't
an
mess with
owl,
that.
yeah, that right outside, like to the right of my house, that kicks it in a tree.
Yeah.
Wow.
She has been there for generations,
Damn.
but it's not a white owl. But there's a white owl that
Yeah.
lives like every time I would go to my ex suegra's house, that owl would always swoop down like right in front of my windshield when I
No.
drive by.
Yeah.
I don't see owls. No, not here.
I was in Orange County one time
Oh,
from my first marriage, and we were going to visit her grandma, right? So I says, you know what? We were there at the hospital for a while, right?
Mhm.
And I go, I'm going to go outside. And I went outside and sat in the car and just relaxed. And I looked up on the thing on the hospital, and there was a white owl there. And then she tells me that she passed away. You know, she passed away. But a lot of that stuff, people say, oh, it's just superstitious and this. But I've encountered it a lot to where I just said, I ain't going to mess with owls.
Yeah.
Would I shoot an owl? You know what? No, I wouldn't, because they're protected. But when I see a snake, hey, one time
I see what you're doing.
one time I was at my shop, and my shop was close to my house. My ex calls me up. There's a snake outside, and it's a big one. I don't know what kind of snake it is. So I got in my bomb. I drove down there. I got off, and I looked, and it was pretty big, man.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a rattlesnake, but I didn't know what kind it was. But I got a shovel, and when I killed it, I chopped his head off. Right?
Yeah.
I felt like I was killing a demon, man. I don't know why. I just felt like I was killing a Satan, you know. And that's how I felt, because you know the snakes, the story.
Yeah.
So I killed it, and I picked it up, and I looked, and I says, wow, this could make a good belt for somebody, you know.
You didn't peel it off?
You know, no, I didn't.
Hey,
No.
have you ever done that?
What?
Peeled a snake?
No.
The skin? It's
I bet you
easy.
Stranger Days has.
I have done it.
Yeah.
My grandpa. Oh yeah, it's easy. Once you chop I got it. Once the head is gone, you can peel the skin back. It goes inside out, but you can fix it. My grandpa would have it around his cowboy hat.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
I have my homeboy, rest in peace, Gato, rest in peace. There was a ranch over here that we used to all kick it at, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he comes out, and I picked him up by my house, and I brought him home. So we're all partying there, right? And then he catches a snake. He goes, hey, somebody give me $50 and it's alive, right? And I'll bite the head off the snake.
Oh, no.
And nobody could come up with the $50. Hey, here's $15. He goes, give it to me. We gave it to him. He went like this and bit it off and chewed it. His lady comes out and says, I'm never going to kiss you again, you know?
Never again.
Yeah. And after that, he started munching on it. You know, rest in peace to the homie, man. Rest in peace, man.
I don't like them birds. God forgive me.
That's wild.
Saludos, Spanks. Gilbo. How you doing, brother?
There's an episode of Simpsons where they kill snakes. It's a holiday called
Whack day.
Hey, I did that. Okay, so I love this house. There's this one house, you know how like you sometimes you have like a sentimental attachment to a house. So the house I lived in when my girls and my son were little, like we've always said, oh, if that house ever went up for sale and we had the money, like we'd love to buy it, you know?
Mm.
We had a lot of good memories there. So when my 18-year-old was little, we were walking up the steps to that house and I had groceries. And she was like, I don't know, she was probably 2.5 or 3. And she goes, oh, mommy, a lizard, a lizard. And it's not uncommon to see that out here, right?
Mhm.
And I looked down. It was not a lizard. It was a baby rattlesnake.
Wow.
And they're more deadly than the adults because they're more potent. So, like you said, House, you know, that's something growing up in the like countryside county line. I was taught from my dad, and my grandfather. Luckily, I had like it wasn't a shovel, it was a hoe, like for the garden, right close by. So I got it, and I had to put that thing
You
down.
got to be careful of those because they still bite you after you chop their
So
head off.
after I did that, I had a big rock, like a boulder in the front yard for decoration, and I put it on top of him to make sure like the kids couldn't get it or touch it or the animals.
All right.
But yeah, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
because they could still, man, snap at you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Denise.
That's scary.
Looking at you.
Hey, I would like to hear some of Stranger Days stories, man.
Right.
Hey, you probably got
That's
some
bad.
good ones, Strange Days.
Especially being out there where he's at, man.
Yeah.
Probably
Always
the
look
howling
out.
winds.
That's cool, Spanx.
Right.
Spanky just had a birthday last week, just to say, yeah. I
Happy
missed the
belated
party.
birthday, Spanx. I remember that on G Lou's. Yep.
Missed
Happy
this party.
belated
I had a bad
birthday.
day.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I believe I had the music going, and when I was cleaning that night, you got a lot of love that night. That's right. And your family on Chino's channel. That's what's
Hey,
up.
gracias, Spanx.
House, would you tattoo an 18-year-old gang member at $500 an hour?
I ain't gonna lie. I've done gang tattoos. I've done them, but even for $500 an hour, yeah.
Ooh.
Come on down.
Hey, I would tattoo them for $500.
Come on down. You know what? I tattoo. You know, I've done the inside of the lips.
I'm playing.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, the inside of the
Hey, when we were
lips.
little, I was probably like 6 years old, right? And my brother got a snake. It was like I don't know if it was a garden snake. I don't know. It was just about this long, right? Maybe 6 or 7 inches. And I was little. I was scared of it. I just didn't like it. And he lost the freaking snake in the house. And he kept telling me, don't go in that restroom. It's in there. It's going to come up and bite your butt.
Yeah.
I was so traumatized, you guys.
Hey, they can.
I didn't go in that
Water
restroom.
snakes.
Hey, I want to make a comment back at that Cultura Cafe. I've done that when I was in my shop, you know, because in my shop I don't do that stuff, you know.
Long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
If an owl flew into your pad, would you set it free or put in some work? Hey, I would definitely put in some work, Cholo.
So you want to hear something crazy? Oh, I don't know if it's crazy, but that some people might not know. You know how you mentioned tattooing inside of the lip, right?
Yeah.
So that is a thing within the equestrian community. So like horses, you know, riding horses. I had mentioned that when I was younger, like that's something I did. So we had this horse and her name was M&M's. Her name was actually like a really long name. So like if you ever purchased a horse that was retired racehorse, so like hot-blooded horses, like that one particular was a retired racehorse. Like she did her thing. She was already like out, you know, out of the age of what they want for racing. And she was spun out. Here's the thing with that. We found out later on, the reason why we got her at the deal we got her is because her owners were injecting her with amphetamines to make her like go crazy and like bolt out of the gates and win the race, right?
Improve her.
She ended up almost, I mentioned it probably before a little bit. she ended up almost killing my mom. Like she
Oh,
dragged
damn.
my mom through
Crazy.
several barbed wire fences.
Oh shit.
And yeah,
That is
and
crazy.
my brother and I were standing in the back of my grandfather's pickup. We had to drive this pickup. My grandfather would drive it, and we would throw the food off of the back, like for the cattle, the horses. And so they would follow while we drove up this hill. Well, this horse got into the neighbor's yard, and he was like a mean old man. And he would poison our animals if they got in his property. Like he had already poisoned our dogs before. So we were worried, we got to get our horse out of there. So my mom hopped the fence, went over there to get her, just hooked the rope onto her halter. But what my mom did, she wasn't thinking. And as a horse owner, she knew better. It was just like spur of the moment thing. She wrapped the rope around her hand. And you never want to do that. You always want to leave it just one going straight through your hand. So the horse, M&M's, her hoof touched the hot wire fence when she was walking her, and it spooked her.
Oh, wow.
And then she was already cuckoo from all the amphetamines the previous owner had given her. She was dragging my mom back and forth. And there were several barbed wire fences, and it like attached to my mom's hand, the rope, and then it released at some point and wrapped around her leg, and then was dragging her that way.
Shut up.
That is crazy, man.
And it was like, luckily, every time my mom was conscious, so when she would see the barbed wire fence coming, she would grab it to lift it over her face, but it shredded her hands.
Yeah. I can just imagine, man. That's
but
crazy.
That horse, the point I was trying to make, but I got off on a tangent. On the inside of her lip, there was tattoos for every race she won. That's how the horses are marked.
Wow.
For the races that they were in.
That's
and they
interesting. I didn't know that.
That's
because
crazy.
if they're stolen, there's only certain ways to mark them and to say like, oh, this is that particular horse,
Yeah, no, this girl got, there was a couple girls that I did, and one girl got the In-N-Out logo right there, and the other one got fashion because she was into fashion, So I wrote fashion in there,
Cortura keeps calling me Alice. I'm not Alice in Wonderland. I'm Dorothy.
She's Dorothy.
You want to hear something crazy?
Crack a day over.
Saludos, Heart Life.
That's right.
No, that's my bad habit. My soda. Sorry. Question. What?
You can eat horse, right?
Oh, I don't even know that.
I don't think it's, hey, trip out on this. So that horse I just told you about, after all that happened, right? So my grandfather tried to call the previous owner because we hadn't had her that long before she did that. And they basically, he wore her down, and she admitted to, they used to give the horse stuff to make her. So they ended up coming to pick her up, and I don't know if they got a refund or nothing like that, but they took her back is the point. They didn't want her though. And there's this animal auction that's right off of the freeway, like going towards San Jose, or there used to be. And my grandfather would go there all the time, like looking for cattle or hogs or something to put out there and use for feed. They had the horse out there auctioning her, and they were trying to auction her off as a rideable horse, like a friendly, for the kids. And I don't know if it was my mom or my grandfather, someone that was there stood up and said, no, she's not safe. This is what she did. Like, don't put your kids on that horse.
Yeah.
Well, they actually, from what I hear, allegedly, she was turned into dog food. Like if they're like unrideable, unreliable, and someone doesn't like adopt them to just put out in a field somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what? I like those Clydesdale. Is it the Clydesdale horses? The Budweiser ones?
Oh,
those are badass.
They're beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I think in other countries they do eat horse.
Jojo says, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to step up real quick.
Yeah, Jojo said you could eat. That's good.
Really?
Can you?
I don't know. That's
What
crazy.
does it taste like though, Jojo? Like, what is it? I don't know, because you know how stuff has different texture. I wonder how that
Right? Strange
would
days.
taste.
Yeah. You know what, strange days? My mom kept the clothes for a long time. I don't know if she still has them from that day. And it was like Freddy Krueger had ripped. It looked like claws had went through them from the horse dragging her back and forth through the barbed wire. It was crazy.
Denise, all this time, my bad, girl. What are you talking about, Spanx? My name? I was going to tell you about that. Are you talking about spelling my name or something? I don't know. You didn't
Used to have an Arabian horse. Oh, those are beautiful.
We should make a house eat owl.
Hot-blooded horses. What?
I like to see you do that,
House
Cholo.
eat owl.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Oh no.
Because that was some good ones, man.
Huh. That would be crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who?
Oh, he spelled my name. Oh yeah, he spelled my name with a C.
Hey, no, but one day, Cholo, maybe you guys could come down here and we could do that karaoke contest that you promised me.
Do that. Yeah.
That's okay, bro.
Hey, and now I know why you've been hanging with those singers, man. You're taking lessons, aren't you, Holmes?
Yeah. He's gonna perfect his craft.
Right? He's all like me.
I do not want to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really, Jojo? Oh, that would be crazy.
He's just like, what? McDonald's.
hey, strange days, man. You've been sending me some messages, and my message on my phone is messing up, man. Because I need your address, brother, so I can send you the winning thing that you won, bro. You won a couple things.
Matt 510. Matt 510. I always used to. The horses I showed were always quarter horses. I feel like all of those that you mentioned are beautiful breeds.
Is that the one with Alvia's birthday? I think Alvia Cadena's birthday, Cholo.
McDonald's.
It tastes just like McDonald's double cheeseburger.
Probably. No, I don't eat double cheeseburgers from McDonald's.
Oh, you're going to a concert this Friday in Montclair. Ooh.
Cholo's always doing something.
They're always out and about, huh?
Yeah, that's good though, man.
What's up? Yeah.
Spanx, that's all good. I ain't tripping. Project me.
All right, strange days. Gracias, brother.
Okay. I'll give you a jingle. What?
A jingle. I will give you a jingle, House. He's gonna call you.
Well, I got friends in low places. Oh, that's a good one, Jojo.
I'll scream Al for
Okay.
That's funny, you guys.
Now you know what? I didn't put in work for an owl, but one time a bat came in my room because I had the window open, and there was no thing, and it was flying in circles like this. And I opened the door. I said, "Damn, there's a bat in my room, right?" And it was a pretty good sized bat. So I'm like, "How am I going to kill it, man?" So I went in there, and it kept on flying around in circles and circles. I got this towel, and I just kept on trying to swing it to hit it, And I finally got lucky, hit it, knocked it down. I wrapped it up, and I says, "Now I have to kill it." So I went and just stuck it in water, and I drowned it. I drowned it, Yeah.
You're like, die, vato, die.
Right? I says, "Let's do this."
Right? So you're not the only one who has drowned a bat, I'll admit. So there's fruit bats right here. Like if I went outside and I could film them, they're like flying around. So when this house was under construction, there was the vents like in the ceiling, like when there was back in the day, there was like a wall heater. So when they were fixing it up and putting the heater like up in the attic, how do you call that? Central heating? Somehow a bat got in the attic. And they didn't put a screen over the opening yet in the main bathroom. and the bat came down into the bathroom. And the same thing, I feel like I did this so awful, but the same thing, I had to do what I had to do. And
Yeah.
I mean, I ended up flushing it.
Hey, getting back to the owls though, one time we're there at the house, right? And it was summertime, and we heard the owl screeching, and the house is built above, and they have crawl space underneath, right?
Yeah.
And they have a big space in the back where they could go, and there's no cover on there, right? Well, he went under there, and we had at that time my ex had a white cat, okay, and then we heard all this noise and the screeching and everything. That owl tried to kill and eat my cat, her cat, right?
What?
But guess what? We said, "Where's the cat at?" We thought it was just the owl went down there. We didn't know he was after the cat. But then as time went by, I said, "Hey, where's the cat at, man? I haven't seen the cat for a minute." And then we started smelling summertime. We started smelling this dead stuff and everything coming up back. I said, "Man, what the heck is that smell?" So I couldn't fit under there, but I knew this one guy that worked for the water company, right? And I said, "Hey, man, I'll pay you money, $50 if you go under there and see what's under there, man, and let me know." And he climbs under there. He goes, there was a dead white cat under there.
No.
And I says, "Hey, man, can you take care of that for me?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll go get a bag." He got a bag. He says he grabbed it, and when he pulled it, it came apart like chicken, just like. And so he put it in the bag. He threw it out, and he poured what do you call that? Because the smell was bad. He poured concentrated bleach on there, and I said, "Man, thank you," but that's where the cat went, and the owl killed him. The owl killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh!
I had a bird fly in my house once, but
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Earlier today, I was walking Big Dog, right?
Mm.
And I heard these screeching noise from the hawk, and I said, "Man, there's 3 of them up there, and I bet you they could come and swoop and grab my dog and just take off with it, man." So I said, "Let's go back, Big Dog." I said, "Let's go back," because he only weighs like 4 pounds, man. I mean,
you got to be careful for that. I know a lady that happened to her poodle. They scooped it up.
Yeah.
Hi, Vanessa.
Yes.
Hey, Vanessa, look she's got your red shoes, man. She's borrowing them for today.
She got the dancing shoes.
Look at that.
Denise, can you walk in those?
Yeah, these are my heels.
Girl, really?
I got freaking every color you could think of.
You do, huh? That's right. I've seen the pictures.
You got yellow?
I got yellow. Yep. I got yellow, white, blue, black, gray,
nice,
red. I got a shitload of heels.
That's right.
Yeah, when we go out, we'll go out to dinner once in a while and dress up, and just go out.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's good. That's good, man.
Hey, Mrs. Chicano too. Good to see you, amiga.
Hello, Miss Chicana.
Is he still here?
Pastor Tony.
Hello, Lorena. ¿Qué hubo? Vanessa, amiga.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Halloween. Early.
Look at the eyes. Hey, look at the eyes.
Yeah, we early, but it's all good.
Right.
Ooh.
Better early than late, huh? All right. Well,
every city down here, like
right, Jojo,
too, they have like an old town.
Mm-hmm.
Like shopping centers of like antiques and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's called Old Town, whatever city you're at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like downtown Whittier or where House lives. Where do you live at?
Hey, in Riverside, have you ever been by the Mission Inn over here?
Yeah.
They have a lot of antiques there, man, and across the street, man. That's a good place to go in Christmas time, man. Sometimes they'll put the ice skating ring out there, and they'll have horses with big white carriages taking you around and everything. It's pretty dope on Christmas time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, it is, and that's where they have like Halloween. They give out candy over there.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'm gonna go, but I'm not wearing these heels.
Right? No way.
Jojo just woke up. He says, "I just realized you're wearing costumes."
He already noticed.
No, I just realized you guys.
Just
Oh my
barely,
God.
just barely. We've been on almost 2 hours. Denise, what do you have coming up this week? Anything exciting?
What do I have coming up? Nothing. No, nothing. This weekend was just chill. We went to the swap meet Saturday or Sunday. I'm sorry. We went on Sunday and just walked around, hung out, and I got these badass glasses, shades. Oh my God.
Okay, I gotta see those.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Oh yeah, that's right. What about you, House? What do you got coming up this week?
Nothing other than working with this guy down the street. You know what I'm saying? Then Friday I'm gonna go live again and push that JoJo's thing for him. You know, and we're gonna go live, and I'm probably gonna wear my outfit again, but I'll have the prison outfit when next time. You know, yeah, I'll have the prison outfit. But other than that, nothing really, nothing.
I got the yellow. I got the orange County jumpsuit.
Wait, correction. I think me and Crust Thursday, we're gonna go possibly do something Thursday.
Are you guys going to the Cheesecake Factory?
No. Yeah, no, he don't want to go there, man. He wants to go somewhere expensive.
I mean, this might sound pretty stupid. I'm pretty sure they have cheesecake, but I've never been there. So what kind of food do they actually have?
The cheesecake's really good.
I never been there, so I couldn't tell you. The Cheesecake Factory? No.
I
never. You know what? I had gift cards from it that I won and this and that. And I gave them away. I never been there.
Really? Yeah. Okay, me neither. So
yeah, Santa Fe, Spanx. Yep. Dang, cheesecake is good, I think, but Olive Garden's better. They kind of have the same menu.
Shit, I'm gonna make Crust I'm gonna make Crust tuna sandwich, man. He's happy with that, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
His tuna sandwiches. Oh man.
You make a good tuna sandwich, House?
You know what? I was telling Crust the other day, I haven't ate tuna sandwiches in like maybe 5 years or 6 years. So I seen him eating the tuna sandwiches. I said, you know what? I'm gonna make me one. And so I've been having a couple here and there, you know.
Yeah, with pickles and celery. I kind of make it like a salad, and it tastes really good.
Okay.
Yeah. I put lime in mine too. I put some lime in there, man. And then I put pepperoncinis. I put some pepperoncinis in there, you know, and cilantro, you know, and
right on.
Yeah.
It's making me hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the same thing here. Basically, the prisoner of love right here, and with the jail, the old-fashioned jail costume. Yeah. And I think I'm gonna be like that. We'll go out with my grandkids this year and walk around with them.
There you go.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'll probably take Ruby out somewhere, like maybe, you know, like I said, to the trunk or treat at the church. So maybe she'll let me get some footage of her doing that. So
do you guys remember those little bags back in our day, whatever, the little bags they used to give candy? They put them in little bags.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah, I do. Hey, Cholo Trucker says, would you offer tuna sandwich on your first date, or are you standard?
I don't know about that.
Oh, shit.
Date, right? Hey, that would be like if you planned out a picnic, right? Like outdoors. I mean, I'm not sure every girl would appreciate this, so don't take my advice, guys. But I think that would be, you know, if she's cool with like an outdoor picnic, that would be nice.
You know, I done that one time, and I went down to the lake, and I brought all the stuff to make the food and everything, you know, to do that. And when we got there, I forgot one thing, man.
The girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
The meat. I forgot the meat, right?
No.
But I still prepared it, and we still had a good time. It was funny, man. It was cool though. It was cool, man. It was fun.
Look at Nellis.
Nellis out of it.
Nellis said he's gonna steal your logo.
But you know what? I've been craving for some ceviche, man. That's some good ceviche, man. Hey,
you know what?
You've been making some bomb food there too, Jen. Man.
Yes, I love to cook. I love cooking.
Well, this was like in your area, Jen. What that clip I sent you about a month ago, that girl that she made herself some tilapia, right?
Yeah.
And she didn't cook it all the way, and she ended up in the hospital, almost dying. They had to cut off her limbs.
Wow.
That
Cut off
was
all her limbs.
Yeah,
And
she was.
beautiful. I think she's a beautiful girl.
Yeah. Yeah, she had like what? It said something like 4 or 5 kids too, right? Like she
She had a
was,
lot of kids. Yeah, she had a lot of kids.
you know, had young
Came home,
kids.
she made herself some fish, and that's what they said. You know, she didn't cook it all the way, and she ended up almost dying. Well, yeah, in her situation with
That's
no
crazy.
no limbs, no hands, no feet.
I don't know how that happens.
No legs.
That is just wild. That
Isn't that crazy?
You know what I've been hearing? I don't know if it's true or not. Is the what do you call that? The flesh-eating virus that they're
it
talking
was
about.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, going around, and I'm not sure if it's true, but I'm hearing be careful of it. You know, I don't know, man. You gotta be careful.
What did Telly say?
Let's see. Just want to say hello, Jen. Not house or Denise. Just
Or tacas or Denise, just Jen and
we love you, Telly. We love
that's
you.
right. That's right. Thank you, Telly. Keep it straight.
Now you hate me,
Hey,
Telly.
don't be fake. Keep it
I
straight.
would back you up, Telly.
Right?
Ew.
We gotta get along.
Hey, man, Cholo's on a roll today, man.
Okay, let's see. House, was that part of your plan? Letting her know you didn't have the sandwich meat?
Oh man, that's a good one, man. You got me cracking up, bro.
Hey, why can I picture that as like not saying you would say that, but I could picture a dude being like, "Hey,
Yeah. Okay, Cholo. So I went like
forgot the
this.
bologna."
You know what? I don't have no meat, but I forgot the meat, but I just happen to have some right here, girl. Don't worry about it.
Oh no!
Okay, Cholo.
All
Man,
that,
that cracks
all
me up,
that.
bro. Man,
But yeah, I hope
that's
everyone
funny.
has a
Thank
blessed
you.
week, you guys. Have fun, enjoy your family, do something fun. Don't be scared of no crazy stories or anything like that. You know, call on Jesus if you feel scared, or if House tries to scare you with the double voiceover.
Yeah, you know what?
That
is
was
crazy. That is crazy.
That
But
was
you know
crazy.
what? Yeah. And if you got time, ladies, man, if you're not doing anything on Friday, man, join us, man, at 9 o'clock on my channel. Check on
9
my
on
channel.
your channel.
On
Okay.
my channel, man. And you know what? Come on, if you want to pop in and join us live like this, you're more than welcome. And I got you, man. I got you. Don't worry,
Okay.
man.
So let's dress up. All right. I'm
Don't
gonna
worry.
put a different costume for
Hey,
Friday.
we had a guy on last Friday, man. He was cracking me up. Billy B23. And he was this gabacho from Austin, Texas, right? And he was making me laugh. He was dancing, man. I had to get off my chair and go laugh, man. It was funny, man. But he had good vibes, man. It was like that night. It was real good vibes, man.
That sounds fun. Okay,
Yeah.
I got to check it out.
Real good vibes.
Right on. So, that's right. Friday.
Yeah, wishing everybody, man, a good week, man. Enjoy your week. Stay safe out there, man.
Enjoy your
Spread
week.
the love, most definitely, man. Because a lot of people don't, but spread the love, man, and be true about it and straight up,
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Tony.
Shout out. Yes, Pastor Tony. All right, guys. Much love. Until next time, Tuesday, same time, same place. Hopefully, we get to do a live and a video in between here. I did build my own. I built my own desk. I put together my desk. So
nice.
I got it.
Thank you, Vanessa. It's not a mask, but it's a painting, man.
Yeah, that's like hand painted.
Oh yeah, turn it aside. Yeah, it's not a mask.
Don't make me look at you like this. I said, what's up?
That's pretty terrifying. Hey, just for that, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to come as a white owl on Friday.
Oh no!
Are you going to let me out?
Then I'll play that song for you, Night Owl. That I will do.
There. All right.
Great for Cholo.
All right, guys.
Hey, you guys have a good one, man. God bless you all,
Right.
man.
Yes, it was so much
Thank you
Stay
guys.
up.
fun.
Thank you to
Here.
Contreras family for
Thank you, Jen.
dropping in.
Much love.
Thank you,
You
Jen,
know,
for
and Raiders,
letting
Yeah.
us have
Rich,
fun.
everybody, Cholo Trucker, Fred Sinales, and everybody.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone
Strange
in the chat.
Days. We got Vanessa, Teresa was in there, JoJo.
Bro.
I see you,
Who
girl.
else? Heart Life, Pastor Tony, Cultura Cafe,
Hi,
Two
G-Doo.
Face Entertainment.
Oh,
All
wait, I got a
right.
question for Pearl. Is Pearl and Spanky, are you guys going to
Nayla.
JoJo's party? I don't know if they're going to.
Denise,
know.
help. Well, I don't want to. Are you guys somewhat close by there?
No.
Oh.
No, not really. The drive.
Yeah, you're closer than I am.
No,
You're not too far from there. It's not that far, right?
to Long Beach? No.
No. Well, to
It's
where it's at, yeah.
a drive, but no.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
if Pearl and them are going, but all right.
All right. We'll figure it out.
Yes,
That'll
yes.
be something. All right, guys.
Oh, nice.
Until next time, much love.
Love you, sister.
Yes.
Love you.
Bye,
Thank you guys for
Prayers,
joining us. This was fun.
blessings to everybody out there, man.
Yep. See you guys next time. See you Friday.
Good night. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, guys.